Thanks for that, Kat. We're going to stay with sport, but a slightly different story, because you saw quite a bit of football over the weekend. While Newcastle fans were in full voice cheering on their heroes at St James's Park yesterday afternoon, there was definitely at least one other hero in the crowd.
Shall we see? Dr. Tom Pritchard, after he just performed CPR on a man who went into cardiac arrest, saving his life. Now, his day job is as an A&E doctor at North Tees and Hartlepool NHS Foundation Trust, and he joins us now. Morning to you.
Morning, hello there, hi.
Talk us through what happened yesterday.
Yeah, well, it all happened so quickly, to be honest. So I was sat in the Gallagher end. I could see that there was something going on with the fans. They were calling over the stewards and first aiders. And I saw a lady there doing CPR on someone. So as an A&E doctor, I thought I'd better go and offer a hand if I can and see what help I can give here. So I got up and went over to help, really.
You say you got up and went over to help. I mean, what happened when you got there? I mean, because there was an elderly gentleman who was having a cardiac arrest. Is that right?
Yeah, so it's something you see at work fairly often, but I haven't really had this outside of the hospital before. But there was an elderly gentleman lying on the seats, laid out on the seats in cardiac arrest. CPR ongoing. Luckily, St John's were fairly quick. We got the pads on quickly. Took over CPR. Another friend who sits next to me, Matty, he came over as well, and we gave the guy a shock through the defibrillator. And he was quite fortunate, this guy as well, because very quickly an intensive care doctor arrived, the cardiologist arrived, and we were able to bring him back again.
Now, I was watching this at home, and it was a horrible few minutes while this was happening. You could really sense the fear and the tension in the ground. How aware were you of what was going on, or were you just entirely focused on that job?
Well, I had no idea what was going on behind me. No idea at all. I kind of just went into overdrive and focused on the matter in hand. And actually, when I got back to my seat, I had no idea that the game had been stopped and the first half was still going on. So that was a bit bizarre. But no, I just kind of focused on what was happening and had really no idea that quite a few people were looking over and what was happening.
I love the way you're talking so matter of fact about this amazing thing you did yesterday. When you're sort of walking away from that, we saw the footage of some guy sort of patting you on the back and then going off and celebrating like a goal had been scored. And what was it like to have, I would imagine, 5, 6, maybe 10,000 fans all chanting your name and celebrating?
I do want to say this wasn't just me. So as I said, a friend helping out, Matty, the doctor, and the other two doctors there. St John's were brilliant. The club doctor came over as well to lend a hand. So it really wasn't just me. But I would say when I was walking back to my seat and 10,000 fans in the Gallagher were chanting "hero" at me, that is one of the best moments of my life. Yes.
One very last quick question from me, and it's a really important one. The gentleman was obviously clearly very lucky to have you there, not too far away from him. As the general public, what do we need to know if we see this happening? Yeah,
so the most important thing is what this man got to hospital, and as far as I know, he's still alive right now, which is great. I do want to stress the importance of early CPR, early chest compressions, and early defibrillation is what saved this man's life. So if anyone in the public were to see this happen again, were to see someone in cardiac arrest, chest compression, CPR, is what needs to happen, and try and get a defibrillator there as soon as possible.
Thank you so much for being with us today, Dr. Tom Pritchard. Brilliant job at the weekend. I'm sure you can't remember what the score was. Your probably mind's all over the place after that. But
it doesn't matter.
Oh, exactly. Well, thank you very much for being with us, and well done on a good job. Well done by you and many others who were there yesterday as well. Thank you.